um, the microscope chat, and we're going to go over the electron microscope. So what is the advantage of using an electron microscope as opposed to a compound light microscope like we've been using in the lab? Electron microscopes give way better magnification, so much higher resolution. You can see much more detail of much tinier things. So how does that happen? The electron microscope is different than light because it's not actually using light to view the specimen. So that's how it can get this increased magnification, is because it's actually beaming in a beam of electrons to produce a large image of the specimen. So it's shooting a whole bunch of electrons and seeing how they bounce off to create a three-dimensional image of the specimen. So way cool. Transmission electron microscopes, they operate with a stream of electrons transmitted through a very thinly sliced specimen. So if we're looking at like a micrograph array of a eukaryotic cell, something like that, you would see that that's a transmission electron microscope image, or TEM. And it's like 200,000 times life size, so that's pretty epic. We get up to 1,000 times life size with our scopes in the lab, so this is 200 times that good. Scanning electron microscopes, or SEM, the specimen is sprayed with a fine metal coating, so you're going to see that in some of the images that follow. A beam of electrons is passed over the specimen surface, producing a three-dimensional image of the species or the specimen. And that is 100,000 times life size. So 100 times more effective than even our highest power scope that we have in our lab. So what would be the disadvantage? Why don't we have a whole bunch of electron microscopes in the lab? Well, first, they're really expensive, and they're really large. So that's why we pretty much don't use them. But living cells also can't be recorded in an electron microscope. So the process of preserving the specimen and doing the electron passover, it actually would kill all the cells, any living beings or anything that were in the electron microscope's path. So, it's kind of nice to do a wet mount with a light microscope and see live things. Okay, so here's the example. So at the bottom of the microscope chat sheet, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm just going to pause here and let you look at this image and make a good guess as to what you think that image is. Okay, good job. So after you write down your guess, I will just kind of give you an idea that this is pollens. So you wonder what spring allergies and chaos happen inside your nose and sinuses freaking out. Yeah, these little buggers are in the air a lot in spring and summer time. Okay, what's this one? This is number 2. Okay, looks pretty epic, honestly. So hopefully you wrote down your guess. These are snowflakes, so they've been sprayed with that light metal sheet, but so they can be seen three-dimensionally underneath the scan of the electrons. But yeah, this is neat. Okay, and now here's number 3. Okay, this one's cool because it gives a range of measurement down here. It's 2 micrometers, so or micrometers, and the micro means that it's 1/1,000,000th of a meter. So a centimeter is 100th. This is 1/1,000,000th of a meter. So pretty tiny, and hopefully your guess on this work is that it's red blood cells inside of our bodies. These are the guys that carry our oxygen throughout our tissues. And there's some other cells in there. It looks like there's some white blood cells or maybe some fibrin attaching those. Okay, who's this guy? Okay, hopefully you got your guesses in. This is really an incredible view. You can see a lot of detail if you take time to really examine it. It's a dust mite, so they're super tiny and they live in our pillows and beds and carpets. And they're sort of ever present. I don't think there's any way to truly get rid of dust mites, but yeah, they're just sort of invisible little creatures of our world that, you know, also can cause allergies and things like that, but they're pretty incredible. Okay, and what does this alien surface represent? It's not really an alien surface. I hope you guys know that this was just taken with an electron microscope. Okay, this weird landscape is actually skin. So you can see pores that are able to sort of open and close, and the very interesting texture of skin underneath such a high microscopic power. And then the hair follicles look really, really interesting. So the hair growth out of the hair follicles it looks totally bizarre and foreign, but it's just skin. So hopefully you got your guesses in and had a good time with the electron microscope. Talk to you later. Bye.